The verdict is in. We've just finished the game Battleline by GMT. We're going to talk to you about what we love and what we don't. This is our review of Battleline here on Legendary Tactics.
So this has been a game that you have had in your collection for how long?
I can't even remember. It's been
a long time. Over 10 years, probably?
Oh, yeah. When did this come out? 2012 this came out. So I probably had it right from the outset.
From the get-go. So 10 years, 11 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Comes from a great designer, Reiner Knizia.
GMT.
That's
great,
right.
Publisher.
And
one of his many, many classic designs.
That's right. So, why don't we all start with one thing that we love about the game, and then if we have critiques, maybe we'll go to that.
Yes.
So what I love about the game is that anybody can play this game. You can learn it in 5 minutes.
Yep.
And there's tons and tons of strategy. That's almost 3 things I like, but that's okay.
What I like best about it, honestly, is I love how the game has an unpredictable end point.
Yes.
Because you can see the formations happening, but it doesn't mean that the player who's ahead is going to win. The defeat can be snatched from the jaws of victory. You know, there's a lot of stuff that can go on, and I love how it's that tension all the way through, especially as things begin to finalize. But you look at how many cards we had left in this past game. There's still some potential gameplay there, but game over.
And there's a timer on the game, because when these run out, you just play into
timer,
it. And when you lock a battle up, you can't play extra cards on the other side. So suddenly you have nothing to play.
Yes. Yeah. So I love that you know, that vague endpoint where the battle can end right there. So.
And you mentioned the word tension, and that's exactly what I had in my mind. I love the quiet tension and how it builds. Mm-hmm. There is it's a slide scale tension meter going on here, and by the end of the game, it's every card is like, oh boy. And then you're also on, what is he going to play? What's coming on the other side? And so you have this kind of back and forth, and it just kind of ramps up beautifully.
Yes.
There's a nice scale.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on to criticisms. This is really hard to criticize anything about this game. This is a near perfect game for me. The only challenge I would have to the game is that often it comes down to there's 1 9 left in the deck.
Yeah.
He needs a 9, I need a 9, and it's whoever gets the 9 wins the game.
That was exactly what I was going to say. It's the only flaw with the game.
It's the only flaw.
I don't know how you get around it.
You can't get around it with a simple design like this.
And just to counter my criticism, the option that you play there is, instead of going for the 9, you go for a battle tactic and you try to win via a different path.
However,
and the game does offer you another path to win.
It can, but I love the slowdown mechanic on the battle tactics as well, because you can't be any more than 1 ahead of your opponent in the battle tactic end.
That's right.
So yes, it does.
But you can fill your hand with those cards. It's just waiting for the right one.
Yes.
Can do, but then you also
that limits the choices of
the cards you can play down that are the numbers.
So
it's a trade-off, and you have to be ahead. You have to be in a position to play a card.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now that I've stolen your criticism, do you have any others?
Not really. As you said, it sometimes feels like it's just coming down to that last card, and it's nice tension, but it does feel a little bit luck-based, and it may not even be the final battle, but in a lot of battles, you start out with a 3-4 suited here, and
then you're waiting.
You're just waiting for that card, and so
and that happened to me in our game
it's kind
too,
of the nature of it's baked into the design of the game. And again, great tension, but it does have that feeling of like, did you win by skill or did you win by luck? And so arguably there's some skill, but is it more luck-based?
But a hallmark of a great game that appeals to a wide variety of people, not just strategic gamers, is a game that does include a little bit of luck. And no matter how well you play, sometimes the cards just don't go your way. And in this game, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, because it plays in 10 to 15 minutes.
It's quick. It's fast. For sure.
And like little strategies like this, going on the side, going 1-1-1, just a little one, but trying to pull that extra token over to win there. Right.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Tons of fun. I love Kex. Do you have any criticisms?
I was just going to say, I think it's kind of a cross between Rummy and poker. You got those two kind of blending together, and so we're simplified games. But I think what's beautiful about it is there's all these layers of underlying strategy.
Yes.
And when you work in the tactic cards, I think this game gets a lot deeper than either of those two maybe on their own.
Definitely.
And it kind of combines that. I really love that they did that, but in the end, it's kind of rummy and poker mixed together, right?
Like, yeah, I think, but it does come together in a way where it's greater than the sum of its parts.
Exactly.
Really. I mean,
That's
you
for
look
sure.
at it, it's 60 cards, 6 suits from 1 to 10.
10 of each.
With some tactic cards.
With some tactics cards
And some
thrown
red-
in. And
some
some
red
few of
meeples,
these,
right?
little red tokens here.
That's the beauty of the design.
And-
It's so
yeah.
elegant.
Yeah.
Simple.
It really
But,
is.
Yeah, it's a really
So-
good, and surprise, a bit of a brain burn. There's a little bit of
Right.
Something else
thinky.
Something else I love about a good game is I can just get completely crushed like I did in our playthrough here, and you still have a ton of fun getting to that end point.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like, oh please, there's tension, and
Yes.
it feels like you can do something about it, and it's wonderful.
Here's a little. I think another marker of a good game is that after the game, we sat down and we analyzed. Okay, what could have Flash
Yeah.
done?
Yes.
What could have
Yeah.
you done
That's right.
to make that to have won the game? What could he have done to pull it out?
Because
so
part of the strategy of the game,
we were
lucky-
vested in the game.
Yes, and we had Nate here to help us resolve the battles. But let's say Nate isn't here, and I happen to miss that I've won a battle.
Right.
That's part of the game.
Exactly.
Right, that I
Snooze,
might
you
miss
lose.
it, and if I can't prove, so you have to be hyper aware of everything going
Yes.
on, and
Yeah.
you have to, it's a general who's kind of lost the focus on the battlefield,
Right.
and isn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And they're like, we've won the field over there, but they
They're like,
don't even
hey,
notice.
over here, right?
Yeah.
Don't even
Eyes
notice
over
that.
here. Yeah, that's right.
So,
for sure, fantastic game.
Anyway.
Love
well,
it.
thumbs up from me, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Big
If you get a
time.
chance, pick it up. Battleline. GMT.
That's right. Yeah, now get out there.
Get gaming.
Be legendary.